Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the next topic, that is biotic factor. In biotic factor, negative interaction. In previous class we have seen positive interaction, is it or not? That is, for example, epiphytic plants and their characteristics, as well as symbiotic mode of nutrition in lichen as well as microism. Today we are going to see the negative interactions, that is which the living organisms lives together at the time when they are, one is harmed, another get benefited. So such things are named as a negative interactions. Okay. So here there are negative interactions. So negative interactions, one is interacting with the species each other. So one is benefited and another one is harmed, is named as negative interaction. So the negative interactions here, it is divided into different types. One is predation, parasitism, competition and amensalism. Okay. So these are all negative interactive characteristics seen in the plants. So here first we are going to see the predation. Predation is nothing but interaction between two species, but one captures, kills and eats up the another. Okay. So the plant will be, two species will be participated, but one is utilizing another one species. So such types are called as predators or predation. So the species which kills are called predator, and the species which is killed, it is named as prey. Okay. This prey is nothing but food. Okay. So the predator is benefited while the prey is harmed here. So what we have told here, so it is capturing as well as killing and eating the another one. Okay. So it is when which is catching, the plant is named as predator, and which is killed is named as prey. Okay. So for example, such animals, they in consuming insect as well as small animals will be named, you know that is insectivorous plants. So nothing but when there is a deficiency of nitrogen, these plants will be getting the nitrogen from the prey. Okay. So such types are called as insectivorous plants. Okay. So here examples they have given few of predators. One is sundew plant, Drosera, it is named as sundew plants. It have a sticky nature of nectar. So when the insects comes nearby, it will be attracted and attached, digested in them and utilized. The same thing for Nepenthes plant, it is named as picture plant. When the insects comes nearby the mouth of the picture plant, it closes and digests and utilizes the nitrogen. The same thing for another one, is named as Venus flytrap. When the insect comes nearby, it automatically closes and utilizes the food material. And next one, bladerwort, that is nothing but Uticloria, and next one Sarracenia, it is nothing but some of the predators that consumes the insect as well as smaller animals for the source of nitrogen. To get the nitrogen, it utilize the smaller insects as well as the animals. Okay. So they are named as insectivorous plants. So next one, some of the predators may be herbivores also. Some of the herbivores also will be named as a predator. We know that the cattle, camels, goats, they used to graze on the tender shoot systems. Tender means easily breakable shoot systems of herbs, shrubs as well as tree. So in this, annual plants will be mostly suffered than the perennial. Annual plants means the plants lives for 1 year, and perennial means it lives for many years. You have learned here. So such annual plants will be suffered than perennial plants. So grazing, we used to say as grazing, that when the cattle, camels as well as goats are grazing, there is some of the changes in the vegetation. So such things are named as predation. So nearly 25%, that is all the insects, they are named as phytophagous. Why it is named as phytophagous means the plant sap is utilized as a food. So they are named as phytophagous. Phyto means plant, phagus means food. So the plant sap is utilized as a food material. So it is named as phytophagous. Okay. So here many defense mechanisms are taken in the predator. For example, Calotropis, it have highly poisonous cardiac glycosides. So here it is having a predative in the plant itself, defense mechanism in the plant itself, because they are poisonous. So we used to say erkadampum solluvom illaya, we can find in the roadsides and all many. Okay, so they are named as calotropis, erkambu chedi nu solluvom. Next, tobacco, that is nothing but puhailai. Is it another? So they have nicotine, they are producing the alkaloid that is named as nicotine in the plant itself. So these are all some of the defense mechanisms, that is avoiding predations by plants. And next one, coffee plant. This coffee producing the alkaloid that is caffeine, and the cinchona that producing quinine that is produced for malarial drug. And next one, Botany, it have spines on the ears, காகித பூன்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா அது. Next வந்து the spines of Opuntia as well as cactus protect them predators. Cactus plants have you seen? No, chapati கலின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா. So in that surface itself they have the spine as well as lactus, the milky sap that is obtained from the plants. They are named as Opuntia as well as a cactus. They have the they protect them as a predators. Okay. And next one, parasitism. Parasitism, second one is parasitism. Here the interaction between two different species are named as parasitism. Here smaller partner is obtained from the larger partner. So smaller plants or smaller organism, it obtain food from the larger one. So they are named as parasite. Interact between each other, but smaller partner will be receiving the food material from the larger partner. So here a species is benefited while the host is harmed. Okay, the plant will be benefited, but where the host plant will be harmed here. Okay, so here there are two types. One is alloparasite and another one is hemiparasite. First one, haloparasite. Haloparasite means completely they depend for nutrition on the entire plant where they are living. Okay, so they are named as total parasite. They are named as total parasites. Okay, so they depend completely where they are living. Okay, so for example, it is named as Cuscuta. It is named as total stem parasite because it lives in the stem of the another plant. For example, Acacia, Duranta, and some other plants. Okay, so it lives Acacia as well as a Duranta, the Cuscuta. You can find the yellow color thread-like structures. It is named as Cuscuta. It lives on the some other plants. It lives in the stem of the plant. So it is named as total stem parasite. Totally depend upon the stem for their food as well as a shelter. So they are named as a total stem parasite. They get flower inducing hormone from the host plant. Where they are living in that plant, it absorbs the flower inducing hormone. For example, you can find this is the Cuscuta plant. This is the Cuscuta. Okay, it penetrates into the host cell. Okay, it penetrates into for the stem. It rolls on the stem. Okay, so it forms a needle-like structure. That needle-like structure is named as Hastoria. This into it enters into the xylem as well as phloem and absorbs food as well as water. In xylem it absorbs water and phloem absorbs the food. Okay, so both water as well as food it is receiving from the host plant. Okay, so they are named as entirely depending upon the another one plant. So they are named as a total parasite. Okay, and another one is Acacia plant and Duranta. Duranta plant is used as ornamental plants in parks as well as office areas. Okay, so this is Acacia and this is Duranta. In this two types of plant, in this plant's stems, you can find the Cuscuta plants will be living together. Okay, and next one is Balanophora as well as Arbansi as well as Rafflesia. It is named as total root parasite. Total root parasite. Root parasite. Where means it lives in the surface of the root of a higher plants. Higher plants in the surface of the higher plant roots. Okay, so they are named as, they depend upon the root for the food as well as the shelter. So they are named as a total root parasite. Okay, Balanophora. This is Balanophora, Arbansi as well as Rafflesia. Okay, and next one is hemiparasites. Hemiparasites means only water and minerals alone they will be receiving from the host plant, and they itself, the plant itself will be preparing their food by means of photosynthesis. So it is named as partial parasite. So it is named as partial parasite because it depends for water as well as mineral alone. So it is named as partial parasite. Example, Viscum as well as Loranthus is named as partial stem parasite. It is named as partial stem parasite. Santalum, sandalwood, it is named as partial root parasite. Okay, so here the parasitic plants produce a haustorial root structure inside the host and penetrate into the vascular tissue, that is nothing but xylem, and absorbs the water from the host cell. Okay, so it absorbs water alone and it synthesizes their own food. So it is named as a partial parasite. Partial means half. So it depends for only for water alone. So it is named as partial parasite. Okay, so these are some of the plant: viscum, loranthus, as well as santalum. Okay, so these are all different types of plant of partial parasites. Okay.